Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
TFG Football is an IVM production, and you can also check out their other awesome shows like Geek Fruit with fellow and television geeks Tejas, Jishnu and Dinkar as they discuss the world of science fiction and nerd culture.
You're listening to TFG Football.
It's a new day and it's a new week, and here we are, the TFG Indian Football Podcast. Kevin is joining me in the studio. Kevin, today, I wouldn't start the topic because the first point that I don't want to talk about, I think you might be more interested in anyone other and than anyone else. So go ahead. Why don't you tell us what is it about?
It's sad. No,
Yeah.
it's not sad. It's professionally, but when you get attached to a club, the values, the things that they portray on pitch and off it as well. So I'm talking about Shillong Lajong here and Thangboi Singto. We hear that he's no longer the coach of Shillong Lajong.
Did you see that coming in cards? I mean, after a decent season.
I think it is one of the best seasons that they've played. That too, that is the reason that I started liking this team so much. That they had all the youngsters in their team, and they were given the belief from the management and from the coach as well. And to quite an extent, they did perform as per expectation. I don't know what more expectation you can have from such a young side, and that too against stronger opponents. They gave their best, but the management is always there with the agenda, and there are some objectives set at the start and towards the end to understand if all the objectives have been met. So could have been that one or two objectives were not up to the satisfaction level that the club wanted. So that's what we hear when it's still not confirmed that Thangboi Singto is no longer the coach of Shillong Lajong.
Now, do you think also like they are trying to prepare themselves for whatever is coming next? Like whatever the league is going to be called, we still don't know what's going to be called.
Can anyone prepare?
So, but would you have rather wanting to see him stay and then do some wonders? Because he's been really doing well in the youth system. What attracted you the most?
That is the problem over here. When you have a coach who's seen the team over years, who's seen them develop, who's seen their strengths, their weaknesses, and who's used them well. We've seen how a balance was kept in the team, that the young side was just given pockets of experience in places where they were needed. And it becomes difficult for someone to just come in. Now, someone like Jahar Das, we see in an Azol that he moved back to the youth system. He got a young team into such a fighting position, and then he went back to the roots where he thought that is best for him. This also could be the case for Shillong Lajong, when Thangboi Singto might have taken a call that he's much more fitter in the role of a youth team playing at a youth level rather than at the highest level in the domestic league.
So now, like, where do you see Shillong now? What do you think would be their next move?
See, for me, everything comes around for a team and a club according to the vision of the team. Because your club has to have a name.
Right.
You need to know where you're headed. What is your target for the season? What is your target for a long term? Long term, even if long term is really a big story, a short term can be like a 3 or 5 year plan. That is required. If it does not meet the expectations of the club management, they will have to take decisions, such as these.
Right. A little bit of surprised. I was a bit surprised when listening to this because I thought they would stick around because both went really I think it was in the right direction that both were moving into, and probably they could have done much more, in the future. But hey, you never know what's happening behind the scenes and what the agenda or whatever, like Kevin just mentioned, objectives put by the team management. So let's see. They've always taken the right decisions. So let's see how it goes ahead. Now we will keep you updated about whatever progress that happens here. Now the other news that's emerging is that FC Goa have decided to attend the meeting on June 7th, which is a great thing. I think if you heard our show on Friday, Chiranjit made this point that he said that, this is the team that should be attending. If not many other, because we've heard that it's come to our knowledge that some of the ISL franchises are not going for it. But this is a team that should be, because he made a point that I would like to repeat, which says it's a new management we saw a shift in the last season, and they are still new to the whole circuit of Indian football. So this would be a great thing for them to be on the table and understand how it goes and probably put their point of view or whatever it is. So, so if they are really coming up with the agenda of developing football, because right now I think Goa is in their domain, because after seeing some of the clubs pull out and Churchill getting a backdoor entry, but you never know what will happen there as well, because I'm guessing even they are going to be at the meeting. It'll be interesting to see how this works out and what are the points. We'll only come to know after the meeting ends what exactly went behind the doors. But it'll be really interesting to see how FC Goa puts in their points and what are their plans for future, because we also know that Zico has left the club. So now let's see how all that goes ahead. It's an interesting thing to look forward to. I've been looking forward to this meeting since the time I've gotten that FPI are going to attend it. So okay, yeah, let's see what all drama has to be unfolded. Now, Kevin.
For me, I'm looking forward to two clubs, that is Ezol and Neroka.
Yeah, we still have to...
Two teams sitting with folded hands, right at the corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
But with a lot of things in their hand, they're not empty hands folded.
Baat kar lo.
They have a title in that. So they won't talk, they'll just show. They have things to show. They're like, I am second division champions and I am top division champions.
It'll be like you're playing some game of cards, and these two guys, they've got the best of cards, and they just keep it close to their, just keep it close to the chest, and they'll wait.
Yeah.
Okay, Neroka, Ezol, your turn. And they put out all big cards. Oh, there we have a winner.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be interesting. It's a very good narrative. But your quick thoughts on, Goa being part of it, FC Goa being part of it.
The meeting is such that when you have people attending, it shouldn't be too big an issue.
Yeah.
But here, the thing is, people who are not attending are trying to make a statement.
Yeah.
So every club or every franchisee that shows its willingness to be there is really putting one step towards Indian football.
Yeah.
You're just contributing ideas, or at least you're getting something from that meeting. What I would really love is if someone can just share the agenda of this meeting. It'll be great. I hope there is an agenda. It shouldn't be like any other forum. Just come talk and then you come back.
Forget about it.
There's nothing conclude at the end.
Yeah.
So good for Goa, good for FC Goa, and I hope at least the older clubs are also in part of the meeting. I'm talking about Dempo, Sporting Club de Goa, and Salgaonkar. So you started forgetting the names, one season.
Too bad. We are getting old, or it's just that it's been too long they were out of action.
Get them back in.
Yeah. We can't forget their names. They've done so much for Indian football. But that's about that, and we will keep updating about even that as well, because we're a daily show and we'll get you more updates on it. Now moving on for something more interesting over here, because Kevin was on Saturday. He was at this event, media interaction with the man Eugeneson Lyngdoh. Now, of late we've seen him back in action, so it feels really good, because for most of the time of the season in Bengaluru, we didn't have that much of contribution, but towards the end is where he started showing. And now comes the day when India is going to play back in action. They're going to play tomorrow against Nepal, and this was a media interaction that happened on Saturday. Kevin, why don't you give us a gist about what went about it?
Yeah, so this was the team practice ahead of the team practice. Lyngdoh was speaking to the media, and a lot of questions asked around India being ranked 100 in the world.
Okay.
So what does that mean to India, and for him, how the season has been, personal and at the club and at the national level. So he was positive, but he was not overconfident. He was saying a lot of work is to be done. So also along that, he just remembered the time that he had faced Nepal for the first time. So it was also his debut. So he just remembered some beautiful thoughts that came to his mind. He said that. And there was something very interesting and very funny. So Lyngdoh was there, and the team bus arrived. And it was just along the path of the team players to their dressing room.
Okay.
So Lyngdoh was asked a question about Sunil Chhetri, just like 5 seconds or 10 seconds before the team bus arrived. And from there comes a man walking. It's Sunil Chhetri himself, and he shouted in the background like, "We love you, Lyngdoh!" I think he said, "We love you, Eugene!" And everybody just turned towards him. What are you doing, man?
That shows a great comradeship between the two, right?
Being at these events really tells me I watched the team closely. I was in practice, so the first 15 minutes is open for the media to come and watch, see them warm up. So it's not that something different. It's not like a whole new level. It's just like any other team playing. They're just so friendly. They're talking to each other. They're nudging, and there's some fun game that they're playing. So you feel it's just one of you. That close, when you get to see that, it's a good feeling. And the camp was happy. The mood was good.
Yeah.
And so we can hear him all about what all he spoke, Lyngdoh.
Yeah, it'll be
man.
interesting to hear what he has to say about the stories, the debut match that he had against Nepal that talks about. So let's head on with the conversation then.
So Eugeneson made your debut 2 years back against Nepal itself. Do you have any memories of that match and how you started off?
Yeah, obviously it was my first match for the country, and I just remember standing on the pitch when they were playing the national anthem, and it just feels great that I've achieved something, like a dream that I've always wanted to.
So any fond memories, like who helped you in the initial stages back then?
Yeah, obviously the whole team. I was a new player to the team. Yeah, the more senior players then helped me. Robin Singh, Sunil, and a couple of the other guys, and obviously the coaching staff.
So from 2 years back to now, India, the rankings have risen. Indian team has progressed a lot. How has the journey been for you and the team?
Yeah, the journey has always been tough. We've had our ups and downs, and there were games that we played badly. There were games that we played really well, and things obviously have fallen to the right path, and now we are 100 in the world, so it just shows that we're actually really doing well.
What is the mood in the team ahead of the game? This is just a friendly followed by the 13th match.
Yeah, the mood's great. Players are excited to be representing the country again after a long season, and obviously the Kyrgyzstan game is what we look forward to, but keeping aside the Kyrgyzstan game, Nepal game is important, so that we are set up before the game and we are focused on everything.
Have you had a chance to look at how Nepal plays through videos, or are you all mainly concentrating on how you all play?
Oh, right now, so this is my second session, so we haven't had the time yet.
You were supposed to play Lebanon and now playing Nepal instead, so is it the right preparation for Kyrgyzstan?
I think the right preparation would playing at any team, because we just need to gel as a team, to be on a pitch. The 11 that's going to play, or the guys are going to come on, it's just to get a team together to understand each other. But obviously we would have loved to play it in Lebanon. But
there was some doubt about Chetri not playing. Now he is available, so how much of a confidence booster is that?
Yeah, it's obviously a big boost to the whole team. He's obviously been great for the country and for the club, so he's been proving himself time after time, and so we need a guy like him on the pitch, to lead us. And so we would 110% more. The players are more convinced now that we have something.
Are you going for a win for tomorrow's first game?
Obviously, when we play, we obviously look forward to a win. So our intentions are always to go out, do our best, and get 3 points, whatever game it is.
You've been playing in the ISL, in the I-League, and now for the national team. So in the national team, how important is possession as a strategy? Because Bengaluru, of course, your coach prioritized that.
Yeah, it depends. From different coaches have different styles of play, and I would say a possession, obviously it does help the players. When we have the ball, it does help us feel a bit more calm, secure. But when we are chasing the game, it's completely different.
How difficult is it to adjust to different coaching styles?
No, I think as a professional, it is our duty to be able to adapt to at least a national team coach's style and a club's coaches. So we should be able, maybe it may take a few months but a few practice sessions and all that stuff, but then we have to do our best to get it right.
What is the difference you find between the style of Bengaluru FC and then Constantine? What is the difference basically?
In BFC we normally try to keep the ball a lot, and we like he said, a possession game. Yeah, we try to be over, but here we wanna go hard. We wanna be aggressive right from the beginning, and try to get an early goal and all that. So it's more of a we wanna go push ourselves forward as fast as we can.
How has the past season been for you personally? You have had mixed results with PFC, but at the same time, in the national team, you have done well.
Yeah, obviously in the national team, we started off the Asian Cup qualification on a good note. But coming to the club, obviously disappointed that we didn't win the I-League. We started off very well. In the middle, we just faded away. But we are we felt it wasn't great for us. So we went into the Fed Cup, then knowing that we have to win it so that we play in the AFC Cup again coming season.
And the conditions here are pretty hot and humid. How much will it affect your style of play in Indian teams?
I think this condition is way better than Katak.
Better than?
Way better than Katak.
Katak.
Yeah. So I think we adjust well. And the camp has been here for a month now, almost 2-3 weeks. Yeah, 20 days. Yeah, so obviously adjusted to it.
Used to the conditions.
The Federation Cup has drained you a lot. I've seen all the games, and Bengaluru's style of play has deteriorated towards the tournament because of the conditions. Do you think that is going to affect the players who have joined in from BFC and MB for that matter?
No, the coach has given us rest. Yeah, a couple of days rest. So we came in we just came in yesterday. So we had some time off, and then now we are ready to.
How big is Vedanta Smith going to be for the Asian Cup qualifier?
Vedanta, obviously he is a weapon for us. But then now we have players available to replace him as well, as he's injured now. So we have faith in each and everyone, and obviously as a team we play. It's a team game, so obviously
Puerto Rico, you had a full house. Your experience of playing in Mumbai and message to it.
I would love everyone to come watch a game because you guys really are the backbone of the team, and with you guys behind us, it gives us extra energy to play, and obviously football won't be football if it wasn't for the fans. So I'd love to you guys to come and turn up and play.
How will the team now, let's talk about becoming 99 in the world, breaking into the top 100 and all that. But as a team, have we kind of reached that next step that we want to actually pursue forward and actually go to the next step now? Enough of being the underdog. Now we're the main guys.
I think we have a lot to learn and we have a lot to progress. I think this is just a start. So we have greater things ahead of us. We have greater things ahead of us, and obviously we wish to be among the elite. So I don't see why we can't be there, because we do have the talent in the country, and it's just the way we approach that matters.
How will you sum up your season? You did not have much time in the I-League playing time.
I didn't get you?
In the I-League, you did not play like last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So how will you sum up your season? You have played in the AFC Cup and
talking personally?
Yeah.
Yeah, personally, because he was a different coach and he wanted a different kind of football, and he wanted me to play in a different role compared to what I have been in the previous years. So obviously I had to adapt to it. But then at the start it was okay. In the middle, it just like how the league happened, it faded. But towards the end, I got my confidence back, and I got a coach's confidence back, and things started to change. And obviously, it ended up with a Fed Cup trophy. So obviously, I would sum that as an okay season. Yeah.
You were fit also?
Yeah, I was fit. Yeah.
How confident is the team in qualifying for the main?
Yeah, we have a lot of confidence in the team, but we don't want to take that lightly. We want to take it seriously. We can't be overconfident of our chances. Yeah, but we do believe in ourselves that we can make it.
Do you think a lot hinges on the Kyrgyzstan game in terms of qualification for?
Yeah, I would say Kyrgyzstan one of the biggest side in the group, and obviously getting 3 points against them at home is going to be very, very vital for our qualification. So we are doing our best so that we get this 3 points, so that we get 6 points in 2 games, and which is really good.
In the previous match against Mazia, the goalkeeper is the number 1 goalkeeper for Kyrgyzstan. So you had a couple of shots against him. So how do you assess him?
I think Sunil Chetri will score one more goal.
Eugene too.
Yeah. I mean, he's tall. He's got height and everything. Yeah, but then football is football. Yeah.
They've got a certain style of playing Kyrgyzstan, but I mean you're playing against Nepal now. A completely different kind of a team. What are the kind of checkpoints that you want to achieve against Nepal, looking forward into the Kyrgyzstan?
No, we playing Nepal. Like I said, a team. We are coming back again together after so many months. So we just want to get our system right, so that we approach the game in the manner that we want to approach. So we just want to do the things that we want to do right, so that when we play Kyrgyzstan, everything is alright.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much.
All the best.
Well, great stories there to hear. It's really always amazing when we go for such events. They have something or the other to tell us, and then we put it on our podcast, and anyone can listen to it. So it's so good. Technology, I must say. So Kevin, what are you looking forward for tomorrow's match? We'll definitely talk about tomorrow's match. No worries. Chiranjit also will be joining us in the studio.
After a long time.
After a very long time. So, but before that, now you went for the Constantine interaction, you went Lyngdoh's interaction. You just mentioned like how happy and positive the mood is in the camp. So, how do you see this panning out on the field for tomorrow's game?
There was this constant question about playing Nepal rather than Lebanon. So, see, it's not that this is done on purpose. It was something like a makeshift arrangement because Lebanon couldn't make it because of other priorities and commitment. Nepal is also a country that has been playing regularly, and we need games. We play against any team. It's a practice for us. It's not this is not a ranking. It's not going to help us too much in the ranking because they are ranked much lower than us. But what it helps is to understand how the team is worked together after quite a long break. It's a long season that we had. The Federation Cup, the AFC Cup. The players just joined in 2 days back. So there needs to be a connect. There needs to be an understanding that is there between the players. The fitness, all plays a part. So the Nepal game will help us to understand at what level are we from the performance against Cambodia and Myanmar.
Yeah, that's a good point, I think.
And also at practice, so Vineet was not playing.
Okay.
So he was not fit 100%. So Vineet had a crepe band on his ankle, and he did not take part in the drills and other warm up that the team was doing. So probably, I'm not sure. It's too early to say that he might not be available, but we'll have to check for today's event when Constantine speaks to the press and lets us know about the injury concerns.
Let's hope, because that was a Saturday, so let's hope the weekend has been good for him, and management has done a good job on him, and let's see if because fans out here in Mumbai are looking forward for everyone to play on the field. Players like Lyngdoh, Vineet, Chetri, JJ, they want to see everyone in action because not much are going to travel. I mean, the Kyrgyzstan match is going to be away, so we are all excited to watch this match, irrespective of whether it's a warm-up or whatever. It's a friendly match, but the atmosphere is what we are waiting for. And so let's see if all the players can make it. Hopefully Vineet gets fit and be available. Now, I think that's a great note to end on. Positive camp, a happy mood. Let's see all that translating onto the 90 minutes tomorrow. We shall talk about in depth about the match, as we said, tomorrow itself. Hope you enjoy this fun bit show, which we covered almost everything. Now, enjoy the show. If you're listening to us on YouTube, then do the honors, please. Hit the like, share, subscribe to our channel, hit the bell icon so you get updates of our new episode. You can also listen to our show on Audio Boom, SoundCloud, iTunes, and various other podcasting apps. Now you can talk to us directly if you want to do that. Boza_Kevin. Chiranjit's traveling, but he's always on Twitter, so you can catch him at Chiranjit Oja. I'm on Twitter, Matthew94. Do follow the TFG Football Twitter handle to get updates of everything that's Indian football. You can also read about all these stories. The Lyngdoh story is also up on our website, thefangarage.com. Have a great day, folks. Enjoy the day. Come back to us tomorrow. Let's go, India. Cheers.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Sorry to say, but there's been a slight delay due to the apocalypse having suddenly begun. As you can see, there's death, destruction and chaos taking place all around us. But don't you worry, food and drinks will be served shortly, and I would recommend checking out
IVM Podcasts
to get some of your favorite Indian podcasts. We'll keep you going till this whole thing blows over. Thank you.